நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டனிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
देह शिवावर मोहे शुभ कर्मंते कबू ना करूं. देह शिवावर मोहे शुभ कर्मंते कबू ना करूं. न जरूर सो जब जाए लरूं.
very good morning. Hearty welcome to the day 3 on the capacity enhancement program, jointly organized by Nanak College in association with the Information Technology Committee of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Today is something very special, which is very close to my heart also. The previous year, when we had a similar program, we had CMA Manoj Kumar Anand, who joined us and who praised that the preachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji has spread the length and breadth of this country. And today we have Sardar CMA H Singh, I think, who would have been very happy on hearing to this Geet from the holy book. So today we have got CMA H Singh, who has joined from Uttar Pradesh, maybe closely connected with the Guru Nanak Dev Ji and his preachings. And we have got CMA Venkataraman L, Director from RSalesArmIT, and the authorities from the college. So, as usual, our Srinivasa Madhavan will take over to us to the day 3 proceedings. Over to Srinivasa Madhavan.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to everyone. I welcome all the students as well as the viewers present in the YouTube live stream. Myself, Srinivasa Madhavan, the General Secretary of the UG Association, here to take you through the event. As we all know, every day is a new day and a new beginning. And here we are again, back on day 3 of the Capacity Enhancement Program, along with our distinguished resource persons. In order to invite them, I welcome Dr. C.P. Sendil Kumar, sir, to deliver the welcome address.
So, good afternoon to everyone. I, Dr. C.P. Sendil Kumar, extended a very warm welcome to everyone gathered here for third day of 5 days capacity enhanced program on re-sentence in commerce and business, AI and digitalization, machine learning and technology enabled business, jointly organized by PG and Research Department of Commerce of Guru Nanak College and the Information Technology Committee, the Institute of Cost Accountant of India. The program is led by experienced professionals during the technical sessions spanning a 5 days period from 20th January to 24th January 2025. I extended warm welcome to our principal, Dr. T.K. Avaikodai, and Dr. Tamil Chelvi, head in charge of PG and Research Department of Commerce, Guru Nanak College, and my dear colleague of the department, organizing secretaries, president and vice president of ICMAI, and advisor CMA Rakesh. It's my great pleasure to welcome and introduce our esteemed keynote speaker for today's event. CMA H Singh sir is an eminent practicing cost accountant and independent director. He has held the position of chairman of the Institute of Cost Accountant of India, Lucknow chapter, and he has also a member of Internal Audit and Assurance Standard Board of ICMAI. Currently, he hold the position of regional council member of NIRC of ICMAI. He has delivered expert trusted counsel to his client on managing expenditures and providing cost efficiency solutions to inefficiency problems. Additionally, he has provided management consultancy and professional financial services to business. As an internal auditor, he examined the company documents and data to identify issues such as regulatory non-compliance data, inaccuracies, and to prevent the financial losses. He also an author of the book, Internal Audit, Practice Aspect. So welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Let me take the privilege to introduce the resource person for the today's event, Mr. L. Venkataraman, founder director, RSalesArmIT Service Private Limited, Tuning Technology Private Limited. He has graduated from the University of Mumbai, who has fellow member of Institute of Company Secretaries of India and also the Institute of Cost and Management Account of India. He also completed an advanced course on software application from NIT Mumbai. He has a firm conviction and a belief that unless one take risk and venture on his own and embark on the entrepreneurial journey with the sole motive of giving back to the society in a way or other during one lifespan, it would not be the fulfilling and meaningful too. With this sole objective, he started his first entrepreneurial journey as the founder director, one of the leading ITES company in the field of medical transcription by starting a school of medical transcription which would be able to provide not only the basic English fluency, but also understand the human anatomy to the successful in the field of medical transcription. He had his first entrepreneurial venture, trained about 500 graduates of various disciplines to the successful in their career and medical transcription. Since then, he has taken up their venture into the field of software developing, along with the family members, friends, and well-wishers, which was instrumental in developing the two of their major flagship provides, Tuning Digital Learning Management System and other CRM software product, which is being used by large enterprises of the various business verticals. The first one, CRM solution, widely used for leading pharmaceutical companies who have experienced satisfaction with his service. Second one, Turing Digital Learning Management System, currently utilized by their major automobile players within a network of 40 dealers across the country, who have also commended our timely and effective support. And above two products are so built that it can be catered to the all business and it's also user friendly. Scalability in application with different models which can be separately plugged and played or can be seamlessly integrated with other learning management system already in use or developed in house. Welcome you, sir. Once again, welcome all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now moving on, I take great honor and privilege to invite respected CMA H Singh, sir, who will deliver the keynote address of the day.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. Namaskar, respected Chief Patron of the program, Sardar Manjeet Singh Ji Nair Ji, General Secretary and Correspondent, CMA Bhuti Bhushan Nayak Ji, President ICMAI, Dr. T.K. Kothai Ji, Principal and Head PG and Research, CMA TCA Srinivas Prasad Ji, Vice President of ICMAI, Advisor of the program, CMA Rakesh Shankar Ravi Shankar Ji, Convener Dr. R. Tamil Selvi Ji, Head ICPG and Research Program of Commerce, Co-Convener and Organizers Secretary of the program, CMA Dr. Gayatri Harikumar Ji and Dr. P. A. Sridharan Ji, and all the organizing committee members, CMA member and students. I sincerely thank to the organizer for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts on a very exciting, relevant topic. The theme of the 5-day program is Capacity Enhancement Program on Recent Trend in Commerce and Business, AI, Digitalization, Machine Learning, and Technology-Enabled Business. The topic we are discussing for today, that is the 3rd day of the program, Information Technology as an Enabler or Facilitator for Higher Education Institution. I will start my words to briefing about the program topic. We all are very well aware about the AI, digitalization, machine learning. We can say AI is like teaching computer to think, act like a human. Example, we can say in Zomato, in Amazon, there is a chatbot for customer service. And digitalization, it is using technology to make process faster, smarter, such as online payment replacing cash transaction. Demonetization is very, very helpful. Example, e-commerce platform like Flipkart, payment app like Paytm, Google Pay, digital marketing, you can say social media through Facebook and WhatsApp. That's our digitalization process. In machine learning, is when computer learn from data we provided and improve over the time. How we can say that we see the movie in the Netflix. Then after seeing the first movie, Netflix suggests what you might like to watch. That is called machine learning. Even you can say in the fraud detection in the banking is also the part of the machine learning. These technologies are transforming how business operate, making them more efficient, cost-friendly, and customer-friendly. These technologies are helping business save time, reduce cost, and serve customer better. There is no longer optional but necessary to stay competitive. As far as today's topic, information technology as an enabling facilitator for higher education institution. We can say today IT has brought education to our fingertips. Platform like Coursera, Swayam allow students to learn from the best educator and regardless for their location. Even I can learn from Lucknow outside the country also. Smart classroom, you can say smart classroom, interactive whiteboards, tools like we are interacting each other with YouTube, Zoom, Google Meet. This made a hybrid and online learning seamlessly. With learning management system like Moodle, teacher can share resources, track progress, and even personalize the learning experience for each student. This is, we can say that IT is now more for our aage. Behind the classroom, we can say IT is streamlined administration process also. Digital admission system, attendance tracking, cloud-based record keeping, save time, reduce error. Even IT enable us to international collaboration, allowing students and faculty to work together on project, no matter where they are in the world. We can this is IT make the bridging to the teacher or student in this era of higher education. In the conclusion, we can say that IT is not just a facilitator; it is a cornerstone of modern education. It enhances learning, simplifies administration, and fosters collaboration. While challenges like digital divide remain, with continued innovation and investment, IT will undoubtedly shape the future of education for better. That's for my outside. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention, and thank you all very much. Hand over to us.
Thank you for your words, sir. And yes, we're all set to start the program. And now I invite our resource person of the day, CMAL Venkataraman, sir, to share his valuable insights and enlighten the audience. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. At the outset, let me sincerely, I take it as a privilege and express my sincere gratitude to the organizers, my professional body, Institute of Cost and Management Accounts of India, and a lot of students, faculty members, lecturers, and fellow professionals across the length and breadth of the country. Sincerely thank the patrons, the organizers, the faculty members, and my professional institute, Institute of Cost and Management Accounts of India. Yes, Mr. H Singh, my fellow professional, the regional council member of NIRC, has set the tone for me to talk on today's topic, information technology as an enabler or facilitator for educational institutions. Information technology as an enabler or facilitator is a topic which has been assigned to me, and I have prepared about 10 to 12 slides covering about, giving the allotted time about 30 to 40 minutes. Yes, I will try and do justice to the topic which has been given to me, and hope whether it will provide a lot of insights to young students, teachers, faculties. We are in an era where digital ecosystem has taken the world by storm. Thank you, Mr. H Singh, my fellow professional from the institute, for setting the tone and making my job easier to present my presentation to the audience.
Thank you.
And at the outset, before I start my presentation, let me make a small disclaimer. Yes, I don't claim to be a czar, IT czar, or a veteran or a champion. Yes, I was involved in the formative stages of my company, of which I'm the founder director, where the evolution, the conceptualization of our two main projects, which the organizers have spelled out, tune your employees, tune your fellow professionals or whatever, in the field of digital learning system. And what is ROIS? Reach your channel partners effectively, reach your customers effectively, so that you're able to serve not only your stakeholders, to the community at large. That being the tone, that I'm claiming and making a disclaimer saying that, yes, I don't claim to be an IT czar or a veteran, but having getting involved with the formative stages of my company and the evolution of the product from the primitive stage to where it is today. Yes, it gives me great pleasure that my alma mater, the Institute of Cost and Management Accounts of India, in collaboration with Guru Nanak College, Velachery, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, has requested me to speak on the topic information technology as an enabler or facilitator for higher educational institutions. What an apt topic on the third day of this 5-day enhancement program to people who are so tuned to today's digital world. I cannot but resist to add that in my humble view, IT is both an enabler and a facilitator, not all. It is IT enabler and a facilitator for the generation next, who are flooded with so much of information available to them, both at their fingertips or wherever they are positioned. If the information overflow is put to good and effective use, the community, the society at large will thrive and grow and contribute to the general well-being of all of us and seize the moment and the opportunity it provides us. I would now like to go to my slide presentation, which is about 10 to 12 slides. I will cover them one by one. You can feel free to interrupt me in case you feel that anything to be clear, or you can keep the last 10-15 minutes for the question and answer session. Information technology and enabler for higher educational institutions. This presentation, which covers about 10 to 12 slides, talks about how information technology is transforming higher education by enabling access, enhancing learning, and fostering innovation. Information technology can play a crucial role in empowering students with the skills they need for success in the 21st century. There can be no better time than today, where we are all so glued to our mobile devices, be it a young boy, girl, or an aged person who are hooked to the mobile to get whatever they want by just clicking certain keys in the mobile devices. We will now, in the next few slides, discuss the information technology as an enabler, real-world applications, challenges, solutions, and future trends. The first slide talks of the content, importance of information technology in transforming education. I emphasize the word transforming because today, unless you transform, evolve, and create, innovate from the confines of your home or from the confines of your own classroom, you will be left behind. So this is what information technology provides you a platform to create, think creatively, objectively, analytically, so that you are able to absorb the IT as a tool for your future enhancements. How has technology and changed the way we learn and teach over the past decade? Just to give a small example, the times when we were learning, there was a whiteboard or a blackboard with a chalk piece. Today, people learn either to YouTube or to tutorials coming to them free of cost to various free educational platforms like Coursera, Byju's, which is giving sessions, YouTube tutorials, whatever they feel like. They are at liberty, the students are at liberty because the internet is available to the remote and remotest corner of India, where they can choose the course they want to pursue and learn and equip themselves whatever is the course they feel as relevant. That is what today's generation are positioned with. My presentation will be structured into the following: evolution of information technology in education, information technology as an enabler and facilitator, define the key terms: information technology, enabler and facilitator, real world applications, challenges and solutions, future outlook. Evolution of information technology in higher education, from traditional classrooms to online platforms. Yes, we can, the very first sentence says, unlike our generation, who graduated in the year 80s or 90s or 2000, they were all obliged to go to the classroom, go physically attend the classes, blah, blah, blah. Here today, people within the confines, whether it is learning any courses, are all done through online, through their mobile devices or from their laptops. That is how the transformation has happened. Rise of learning management system. There are a plethora of learning management systems available to the community at large, whether it is X, Y, Z. There are many. To name a few, there are courses, learning management system like it can be Cornerstone on Demand, it can be Mindtickle, it can be Saba, for all players who operate on the enterprise market. Obviously, there are smaller players who cater to the schools, colleges, and communities in a small way so that the learning becomes effective and people can use this learning management system, be it for a specific yoga session or be it for any specific session where it is a structured program of about 2 months, 3 months. Our own institute conducts classes on sustainability standards or insolvency, this thing. So they specialize, students specialize what course they want to do and learn from that focused approach of learning. Mobile learning and cloud-based solutions. Yes, the line itself is very apt saying that mobile learning. Today, everybody has a mobile device or a smartphone with them. Cloud-based, anytime, anywhere access. At any time, anywhere means, as Mr. H Singh mentioned, people talk of, I want to choose this particular platform to see a particular serial or whatever. So today's generation is given the option, choice to learn the way they have to learn. And the beauty is anytime, anywhere. I can read it at my own convenience. I can learn at my own convenience and be flexible so that you equip yourself by the onslaught of technology at your disposal. The key statistics which tells us where is the e-learning adoption taking place. Globally, the growth rate is predicted at 14%, and for India, it is 25.8% between 25 to 30. Incidentally, that reminds me, this year's budget, where government has come out with huge incentives for making digital India, whether it is Smart India, Stand Up India, or whatever. So all this is now the initiatives which the government of India has planned, so that the entire ecosystem, whether it is from the students or for any community services, is happening on the digital way. So you can understand how India is positioned vis-a-vis the global scenario. Increased use of AI. AI means artificial intelligence and analytics in education. Estimated growth is around 31.5% globally. Over 90% of our students globally use online platforms during the learning stages. What does it mean? That is, yes, people talk of AI, artificial intelligence, people talk of real-time data, people talk of once you have the real-time data with you, how the data, you can do a deep dive of what is the data points, how you can use the data. Once you have the information at your disposal, how you can view it 360 view, how you can compare this time's performance with last year's performance, or this year's batch performance with the previous year's batch performance, how you can view who is the student who is the best, who has graduated from this college or from this particular state. So everything is available to you now through the means of information technology. That is the beauty of the use of artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence requires data. And to analyze that data, we need to do a deep dive analysis so that you're able to use various tools which are available in the open market and compare year to year, college to college, student to student, university to university, and improve and thereby scale up the capacity building, IT, information technology as an enabler and facilitator. When I say enabler, it removes barriers to education. See, whether it is, earlier we were limited, we had to physically travel by a road transport or whatever to go to the school or to go to our colleges. Now today's age is, there are no barriers. Whatever time, as I said, mobile is at your disposal. You have anytime, anywhere access, and people are hooked to the net. And it is on the cloud, anytime, anywhere access. You have, so there are barriers which were there earlier existing are gone. You have the choice, you have the liberty to choose the course you want, you have the liberty to time you want to choose and learn, upskill and reskill yourself so that you're able to be industry ready for the market. Enhances inclusivity, example, accessibility. Accessibility. Can I go to the previous slide? Accessibility tools for differently able students. Here you can see Government of India has come out with some trains where there is a braille which is used for a blind person who is boarding a train. There are brailles installed within the compartment itself. So he takes a ladder, the ladder falls in, the berth is open for him. That is how the technology is fast, making everybody inclusive. There is nothing as this thing as disabled. It is differently able. There's a difference. Earlier it was disabled, I was disabled. Now we call it as differently able. So nobody is now deprived of the facilities which the technology opens up for every one of us. Expands access to remote and undeserved regions. This reminds me of our institute, where remotest places like Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, where we can't even think of going there. Earlier, about 5-6 years back, we have opened up centers there, call it as centers of excellence or educational institutions, where people of those remotest areas who are deprived of education, basic education, institute like us, like ours, are opening up centers there, so that every nook and corner of India are able to source the education they want, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, or sect. Democratizes knowledge via open-ended educational resources. There are many courses now which are either open source, available freely for a particular duration. You choose them. Once you find the course is interesting, you subscribe to that, learn, go deeper, and there are specialized learning management system where you can choose the course you want. Like, for example, our own institute starts with crash courses like sustainability standards, insolvency position, insolvency profession. It can be Tally, it can be GST, it can be anything for this particular college. So we have a short-term courses. So those short-term courses can make you readily available for the market. How it is treated as a facilitator? Personalized learning through adaptive systems and artificial intelligence. That is, it facilitates you to adapt whichever course you want to do, where you have given a choice by, okay, can I take up this course, which is a 3-month course or a 6-month course? I learn it at my own pace, pick up the skill sets there, learn one set of course, specialize in that domain, move to the next domain. So I learn multiple courses within the confines of my own house. Then there is the next one is collaboration versus virtual classrooms and cloud tools. Yes, if we want to virtually collaborate, sitting, we can through the MS Teams, to Zooms, to Cisco WebEx, we can have virtual classrooms where people can come together as one community, as one batch, learn, exchange ideas, open up avenues for themselves, and specialize. Okay, you can do this particular part, I can do this part. And it finally comes to integrating them. You can give this as a final product. That reminds me of one scenario where I was looking for some girls' college somewhere in Tamil Nadu, where they came out with a sensor put in the helmet. And once the sensor, when I am driving a motorbike, what was my stage of behavior pattern? It senses from the helmet, from the head, the helmet senses from the head, it sends the signals to the backend server, where you come to know, okay, the person was riding the bike not in the right frame of mind, was not riding a car in the right frame of mind, he was driving at full speed. So all this data is stored at the backend, based on which the necessary OEM manufacturers can think of how we can better utilize this. Next illustration I can give is of, where when you're brushing your teeth, right from a childhood to your later stages, where the type how you brush your teeth, there are small sensors put in those bristles of the toothbrush. So that sends the signals to the server who manufactures those brushes, and based on that, okay, you have to brush twice a day, thrice a day. How did you brush upside down, sideways, whether your gums are stronger? So that gives the signal both to the pharmaceutical company which develops this, or the FMCG company which develops this paste, or to the dentist. Oh, this is what your tooth will decay in so and so. So that is what I remember another instance where cricketers who develop sensors within the bat. If the bowling is bowling at a particular pace, what is the kind of shot, what is the impact, how it will go, how fast you can bat, how you can tackle a particular bowler. All these things are now coming into the AI part, where AI sensors are built, RFID devices are fit into the devices, where you can set signals to the sensor, to the servers at the back end, and develop necessary tools which are making you more curious, anxious, and to learn, oh, what is that extra for me to learn? This is what information technology enables you or facilitates you to ask questions, prepare yourself for the next onslaught of technology which is fast evolving. Real-time feedback and analytics and performance tracking to analytics. Yes, what did my performance in the last year? We can have real-time feedback. Okay, this was the batch which passed in the last year. This was the kind of curriculum was set. This is not relevant. How do I change the, how I make the student more effective, how I make the footfalls happening to the colleges, to the institutions, what is that will interest a student, whether there can be any gamification, quizzes, crossword puzzles, where to give an example, if I'm going to teach on a subject, say management accountancy, it's a 45 minutes lecture. There are 40 students in the classroom. At the end of a 45-minute lecture of mine, I sent 100 randomized questions to all the 40 students. My first question will be the 50th question to Mr. H Singh, 100th question to Mr. Rakesh Kumar. So there cannot be no copying. So by the time I reach home, while you're traveling by commuting either by road, train, or whatever, next day when he or she attends the class, the lecturer says, whosoever questions that hit my server first, he gets a top up, he gets an image or an alert notification on his mobile device. Hey, you have topped the quiz of yesterday. Here is a 50 rupees recharge for you. Take it. This is a gift from you. So that way the institution is able to get more attendance into the classroom. Students are more interested in the classes. They feel that they are one and how to excel in their own academic pursuit. These are what the real-time feedback, which helps you in the way how information is taken, that technology is being acting as a facilitator. Real-world applications, successful implementation of information technology in higher education, artificial intelligence and automation, intelligent tutoring system, chatbots for students' queries. You can see if you have to go to the IRCTC, there's a chatbot which comes up. Ask Eva is the name of the service assistant or the customer assistant. What can I do? Before you can even ask a question, it sends you 3-4 questions. That is how the world is evolving now. Intelligent tutoring system where chatbots are there. There are different ways of learning, whether it can be through Kindle or through Moodle. There are different learning systems where you can get yourself tutored and be prepared to ask questions to your professor or your lecturer. EdTech tools, platforms like Google Classroom, Blackboard, or Moodle. These are various tools which are available in the open source where you can make use of it, integrate with the digital medium so that you're able to prepare yourself for the subject for which you're attending. Blockchain, an interesting concept which was touched upon in yesterday's session, securing academic credentials for academic integrity. Blockchain is fast catching up, whether it is simply ledger accounting, where an imprint is learned the entire chain of events, the entire ecosystem of the transaction, where it is imprinted, nobody can fudge with that, and it becomes a record and integrated in a credential factor where you cannot fudge the institute from where you are graduated. Automatic augmented reality and virtual recognition or virtual reality. Immersive learning experience for practical subjects used in medical education to simulate surgery. You all would have heard of, telemarketing, telemedicine, augmented reality, robotic surgeries, keyhole surgeries, laparoscopic surgeries. Unlike the earlier surgery which was done by a set of surgeons, anesthesia being given. These days, these surgeries, which are extensively used in medical field, where there are robots who are operating on a patient. Yes, they are costly because it is technology enabled, and they come out with so much of precision that a lot of research has already gone into this before an actual surgery is taking place, and they're all hugely successful and widely used in the field of medical. Data analytics, predictive analytics to identify at-risk students, performance tracking and early intervention. Okay, how was my performance of my batches in the previous year vis-a-vis this year? What was the past percentage of the similar subjects in different colleges? So you can do a predictive analysis based on student performance. What are the risk factors? How do I circumvent those risk factors so that the students who are graduating from my college or from my institution are 100% giving a 100% result, are effective, and they get interested in recommending those institutions or higher education institutions for the next generation. Can I take a pause? Any questions still here, or would you like to keep the questions at the last? Rakesh?
Sir, we will have the questions at the last.
Okay, okay. The challenges and solutions. The challenges which everybody knows, the digital divide, unequal access to technology and the internet. earlier. No, there are some places still which are not connected or still, but you can see by far all the nook and corner of the country has been connected via net, except for a few places where government has taken a lot of initiatives to build the internet, build the bandwidth, so that people are not deprived of. Take a flower wala in a remote place like Tamil Nadu, where everybody has a mobile device, whether it is a coconut seller or anything, you use a phone pay or a Google Pay to make the payment done. So everywhere it is now to the digital means. Earlier, there was always a resistance to change because they say, okay, will I be displaced? Will I be not needed, or will I be substituted? There's always a human tendency to have resistance to change. But now things are far moving. If you have to stay competitive, if you have to stay relevant in today's world, you need to embrace technology. Unless you embrace technology and see that, okay, this is not going to replace me, it is going to supplement or complement my style of education or way of delivery lectures, definitely the students and the educators or the tutors or the trainers will feel the need of imbibing or embracing technology for the benefit of the larger student community. Data privacy and security concerns. Yes. How do I ensure my data is private? How do I ensure my data is secure? It is not gone into the hands of the wrong person. All these are now being addressed by provided you have the necessary steps taken in place, whether yes, this costs money because you have to host it, access given to X people, whom do you give access to, so that we are able to ensure there is privacy of data and there are no concerns of security. Yes, despite that, there are some cases where people do have this but yes, that very exception. Out of 100, it may be a minuscule of about 5 to 10%. Yes, they involve high implementation because it involves investment in technology, investment in digital medium, investment in cloud infrastructure, all those things. So it requires high it entails high implementation cost. So what are the solutions being offered? As you can see in the last year's budget, the finance minister has come out with a lot of initiatives. Stand-up India, Startup India, encouraging youngsters to become entrepreneur, be entrepreneurs themselves rather than being employee seekers. As I was reading in today's newspaper, where in the next 5 years, government is planning to provide internship scheme under the PM internship scheme, about 1 crore people, asking the corporates to fund, be part of the CSR initiative. So a lot of government initiatives are being done, subsidizing education, so that we're able to scale up India, stand up India and start up India, the most important objective of the government of India, where everywhere it is going to be digital. Go to a municipality, go to a government office, go to a PF office, go to anybody. Everybody started as have the digital ecosystem built into that enterprise. Teacher training program on IT adoption. Yes, it is not only the students who have to embrace technology. There is a program where train the trainer, train the teacher. The teacher also is equipped with the technology, merely holding a device. He can, conduct classes, solve quizzes for the students, make it more effective, make it more interesting, and embrace technology so that, there's a connect between the student and the teacher. That is where the institutions are focused upon and ensure that the students are able to benefit every year. Adoption of cost-effective and scalable edtech tools. There are many such tools which are available. To choose the best, and yes, embrace or integrate with your existing learning management system, so the learning becomes effective, the analytics becomes meaningful, and the community as a large benefits from such integration. Building, this is what was covering from the previous slide. Building a supportive ecosystem, solutions for that. We train the faculty, provides faculty with training and support on using technology effectively in the classrooms. Student support services. Students will always require some support in terms of, if he's weak on a subject where he's maybe feeling shy. Okay, should I, in a class of 40, can I raise these questions? How will I look like? There can be a one-to-one assistance given to that particular student. It can be a batch of 5, a batch of 10. So that the students get that support from the lecturer or from the faculty or from the college, so that the students gets away from the fear and is confident of facing the exams for which he is going to write. Community partnerships, collaborating with industry leaders to provide students with real world experience and internship opportunities. There are a lot of internship schemes coming through the government of India, where even corporates are thinking of doing it as a part of the CSR activity. It can be specifically related to some industry training institutes, or it can be a focused training of Tally, GST, finance, costing, specific subjects where he gets interest and learns more and more, gets hooked to. That is the ultimate objective of having a community partnership between the student and the teacher. What is the future outlook? Yes, the future outlook looks like, it is going to be AI-driven learning, can create personal learning experiences. Yes, as far as India is concerned, it is still at a nascent stage, but the AI is fast cutting as a buzzword with the community at a large. What is AI? What it really do for me? What is chatbot? How will I make use of it? What is that? Can I build my own bots? All these are now making a existing generation to be more curious, questionable abilities, asking questions, getting clarity from those questions, and the learning becomes fast, easier, and smooth. Gamification of education, increased student engagement. This is one area where people, are hooked to the mobile devices, where if I am able to give some quizzes on the subject, give some questions which are randomized, make them write this, answer these questions. Of rewards, certificates immediately on their mobile phones. And yes, today's information technology has made lifelong, it's a lifelong. You are getting yourself accredited by the certificate provided by such learning ecosystem. They give the certificate immediately after a week-long program or a 3-month program or 6-month program. You get the mobile e-certificate post the completion of the course after the necessary evaluation is done. Yes, we are all aware, being the educational institution, where there has been a National Education Policy 2020, where the government's focus is to make use of the increased use of digital tools so that the education becomes inclusive, more participative, and a collaborative approach. What is that we need to do for this? We as professionals or people who are advocating the principle of learning management system using digital as a medium of education should ensure that we advocate IT-driven educational transformation throughout the curriculum so that an interest is created. What is the technology which we have to use? How we can best put to use? What are the practices, best practices we have to follow? All these is inculcated in the form of a curriculum. If once he graduates from the college, finishes a professional exam of his choice, he is now ready to be absorbed by the corporate world or a career of his own choice, be it entrepreneur or wants to look for working for some enterprises. Just a small snapshot of what our product tuner talks about. Yes, it's a learning experience platform. We don't call it as a learning management system. We call it as a learning experience platform that allows the organization to manage change, enhance collaboration, cultivate a distinct culture. These are various modules. We have various modules structured to the needs of an enterprise, structured to the needs of an institution. As Mr. H Singh mentioned, it can be a tracking of the attendance system, tracking of a library management system, or how do we ensure that okay, this is what was the feedback of the session of the previous speaker, what. So everything becomes a collaborative approach, so that we cultivate a distinct culture of ensuring that there is a person, when the person graduates from a college or institution, he is ready to be absorbed by the industry. And these are a few slides which talks of how you can leverage technology for collaborative learning. There are various online learning platforms which provides you access to online courses, videos, and interactive learning. This can be integrated with our own tuner system. There are virtual collaboration tools, enable students to connect and work together remotely, fostering team building and communication skills. Group discussion can take place if you're writing competitive exams, which are very needed by the top educational institutions or IIT or IIMs. You can remotely get connected, exchange ideas, be prepared for a group discussion, and each one play a what you call a role. Okay, we can do a change role. I will do this role, you do a role, where there can be mock courtrooms or whatever. So we can be prepared. If you are going to take a job as an advocate or something, you can do mock court proceedings. One can act as a judge one time, one can act as a criminal, and I can accuse how a judgment is passed. These are all virtual classes which enables you to choose between your own community, a batch of students, to enable you to think differently. Personalized learning paths offer customized learning experience tailored to individual student needs and goals. In conclusion, we will treat information technology as a catalyst for student success. It enables a student to have an enhanced learning experience, for which IT empowers students to thrive in the 21st century by equipping them with essential skills, are career ready. IT information technology helps students develop the skills they need to succeed in a competitive job market. And lastly, everybody has the aspiration to learn globally what is that the global universities offer. It keeps them globally competitive. Information technology prepares students to be global citizens and contribute to a rapidly evolving world. With this, I conclude my presentation. I'm open to any questions, clarifications on the presentation which I have made. Kumar Balasubramanian, sir, human microchip implants will help in higher leveling of learning in higher education. Is it a question or a statement, or you want me to wait?
He's asking your opinion.
Sir, human microchip implants will help in higher level. Obviously, because I was telling RFID device. If there are chips, yes, sensors, as I said, brushing your teeth. Yes, implants. It can be called as implant or an RFID device where you can track. For example, if you see the Ola, the Uber, people are coming with safety mechanism for people traveling late in the night. How do you track? There are applications. You call it as implants. You call it as sensors. You call it as RFID. Possible. Definitely, this is going to be the future was. Parvati Venkatesh is asking, do you think considering the ROI of AI/ML is important before business investment in it? If no, why? If yes, then how do companies monitor this on a continuous? Very apt question. Yes, this was also one of my takeaways to give you people. What is the ROI of AI/ML before business invest in it? Yes, this is a question every entrepreneur, every business enterprise should ask himself. Yes, should I invest now in the AI/ML? And what is the ROI? How much? What is the payback period? Relevant question. Yes, as I told you in my presentation, AI is still in its natural stage. It is still to work. Regulations to be framed. Where it has to be used. The ROI will be huge, provided you absorb the technology, and over a period of time, it will not happen in the short term. The AI, the investment, the ROI on the AI/ML will take you anywhere between 5 to 7 years, is my assumption. It can even be more, but the faster enterprise or education invests, and what do you mean by ROI? The number of students in terms of a college or education institution, or in terms of enterprise, how fast I'm remaining competitive and outclass the competition. Have I answered your question, Parvati? Yeah, sir, from students' perspective, whether IT will enable to shift the focus from learning to get degrees to experience. From students' perspective, whether IT will enable to shift the focus from learning to get degrees to experience. To get degrees. Degrees, yes. I will only put one statement in this. I will tell, whenever we employ any internship or any trainees in an organization, I only ask them only one question. What would you prefer? You're coming to me for employment. You've got a degree. You may be an IT. You may be an information technology in electronics or whatever. But irrespective of a degree, what is that will spur you to gain or learn? I would sincerely suggest learning is only a stepping stone. Experience counts. Irrespective the attitude, the behavior, the approach of the student to his job. irrespective of his stream or a degree. It is that what is looked for. The attitude, the approach, and the adaptability is all will be required from every student or every people who are focused on their career. It is, I would say, the mantra will be Vidya first, Lakshmi later. That you focus on the Vidya you have to acquire at a young age. Lakshmi will automatically follow Vidya. So whether the cost of online education higher, and if yes, how cost can be managed? Whether the cost of online education is higher, and if yes, how cost can be managed? Cost is such a subjective term. Online education, yes, there are courses which are available free, which are offered for a subscription model, which can be as low as $1 per hour or 100 rupees for a 2-hour session or 3-hour session. It is how you see. But don't look at the cost, is my sincere suggestion. Look at this, the value which you will get out of this education which you are choosing, because it's a choice which you have to take. Whether I have to do an online education, which stream should I take, whether I'm going to get the benefit out of it. So the cost becomes immaterial in such decision making. Sir, will you kindly contribute regarding application enabling about facilitation through AI for medical profession, practical specialty study cases? Yes, as I said, there are cases where people talk of robotic surgery. I remember 4 years ago, 5 years back, my mother was around 84. Just to give an example, like a case study where my mother was practically bedridden. She was 83 or 84. She came, the orthopedic surgeon came, he examined her. He told her to lift some legs, lift her limbs and all. Venkataraman, she's perfectly fine. But if you have to do a surgery for your mother for the hip, yes, I can do a robotic surgery where they will drill a hole in the spinal cord. It will be an OPD procedure where they will put some cement, keep the spine erect. She can walk without the support of a walker. It's an OPD department. It's an OPD procedure. No operation. Within 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, the maximum a day, she will be discharged. A choice we have to take whether it can help you application about facilitation to AI. It can definitely make. It is definitely making inroads now into the medical profession. No doubt about it. But then for specific surgery, what are the risk factors? It depends upon the patient. It depends. The doctor will always say, so this is the easiest procedure. It is precision oriented and definitely will benefit. But the cost will be an inhibiting factor for you to take a decision. Can you elaborate more on analytics and performance tracking with few examples? Good question. Analytics, yes, to give an example. Take it from the higher education institution. If I have to say this year from the commerce stream, there are about 100 students. They're all given the best of education, the best of tutoring, the best of lectures, cash courses, weekend classes, everything has been given them, all done. And yes, if the pass percentage of all the efforts made by the institution, by the lecturer, student taking it interest, attending all the weekend classes, understanding what is that they have to, right? What type of questions they'll be asked. You prepare all this at the back end. Give them the thorough coaching for those 1 month, 2 months prior to the exam. And ultimately, the students who have appeared for all these programs, and if there's a 100% pass percentage, don't you think the performance itself speaks that yes, the result has been phenomenal, has been exceptional vis-a-vis the last few years, and the trend continues. This is one such example for an higher education institution. There can be many such examples in terms of enterprises where you can do a zone-wise comparison, a product-wise comparison, a month-wise comparison. What is that I have to make the campaign effective? What is that I have to do to improve my sales? What is that to improve my field force training? There are many such cases where if you see the ROI, in our case, you have done that with large FMCG companies, where when they go to sell of chocolate, and they say that, okay, the chocolate for the previous month, when I introduced this particular product with this particular flavor, has got me this much of a revenue increase. Okay, can I produce more of this flavor? Where do I keep this? So there are many such examples you can always give relevant to the industry, Mr. Kumar. In higher education online coaching, is there any review or monitoring mechanism to evaluate the ecosystem, whether they learned or not through feedbacks from the target data? Yes. There is always a mechanism. You have to develop that mechanism, integrate that with your online education or their online learning management system. And there are ways where you can check the performance of the trainer, the trainee. I will give an example. We were serving one of the largest telecom companies where call center operators were getting employed. Languages are multilingual. Somewhere it is Tamil Nadu, it will be Tamil. In Uttar Pradesh, it will be Hindi. In Bombay, it will be Marathi. Maharashtra, it will be Marathi, whatever. What do I do? Yes, if the trainer Venkataraman is based out of Chennai, he's good in all the 3 languages. He doesn't have to travel everywhere. Sitting within the confines of Chennai, he can train the trainees or the call center employees from different locations. That way, you're ensuring that the call center employees are able to pick it up and gain the benefit of the feedback and improvise your target audience.
Thank you, sir, for patiently answering all questions. So with this, we have come to the end of the question and answer session. Over to Srinivasa Madhavan for further proceedings.
Thank you so much, sir, for the enriching session. It was a wonderful experience today. I consider it as a great honor and privilege to have the chance to offer a vote of thanks for this knowledge-enriching capacity enhancement program on recent trends in commerce and business, AI and digitalization, machine learning and technology-enabled business, organized by the PG and Research Program of Commerce, Guru Nanak College, under the aegis of Guru Nanak Center for Consultancy and Outreach Initiatives, in collaboration with the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. On behalf of the PG and Research Program of Commerce, I extend my heartfelt thanks for CMA H Singh sir for setting the stage right before the session, giving his insights about how information technology is relevant in the modern world, and he simplified the content in a few words which help the audience to get their minds set for the program. Thank you, sir. I wholeheartedly thank our resource person of the day, CMAL Venkataraman sir, for his exemplary session on information technology, an enabler or facilitator of higher educational institutions. We appreciate your insights about how information technology influences the modern educational world. Sir, really your examples on how simple things in life, even a toothbrush, is related to information technology. And also, it gave us much more clarity on the topic. Not only it was relevant to the topic, you have also given us insights about how much it is important to learn information technology in the modern world, its challenges and solutions, and much more. Your session really added an extra spark to the day 3, sir. It ensured a lively and engaging session to all the audience. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the chief patrons of this capacity enhancement program, our General Secretary and Correspondent, Mr. Manjit Singh Nair, CMA Bibhuti Bhushan Nayak, President ICMAI, and CMA TCA Srinivasa Prasad, Vice President ICMAI. I had also expressed my sincere thanks to our Principal and Head, Dr. T.K. Abhay Kode, and Head GNCCOI, Dr. Swati Paliwal, for their constant support in all our endeavors. A sincere thanks to the convener, Dr. R. Tamil Selvi, Head in charge of the department, and advisor of the program, CMA Rakesh Shankar Ravisankar, for their unwavering support and encouragement. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank all the organizing committee members of the department, the Commerce Department Association office bearers, and vice presidents for their tireless support and cooperation in all the academic activities. I would like to thank all the CMA pursuing students, CMA members, industrial experts, academic fraternity, and our Guru Nanak College students, and all the viewers for watching the session online today. Last but not the least, I humbly bow my head to the Almighty for ensuring the successful progress of day 3 of the Capacity Enhancement Program session, as per the set schedule, and providing valuable key learnings for all the stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Srinivasa Madhavan. Dear participants, please stay with us for day 4 The topic for tomorrow is on the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and ML in business. We will have Rama Shivakumar from Pune and CMA Vishwanath Bhatt from Bengaluru as keynote speakers and the resource persons. So thank you so much for your patience listening. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.